I'm Phoenix Writes. I'll be your storyteller for the day. I'm sorry that distracted me. Thank you, Maggie. I'll be your storyteller for the day. I am Phoenix Writes TV here on Twitch. Phoenix Writes with two S's on Twitter, and we are gonna be playing Broken Tales. Broken Tales is a a fairly new and interesting game, to be honest. So, what I mean by fairly new and interesting. So, the premise of Broken Tales, it's we are all, or they are all characters from the fairy tale world that has recently been shattered due to the corrupted wish of the child savior. So, an innocent child makes a wish to the king of fairy tales to give the villains of the fairy tale world a second chance. What happens next is a catastrophe that wasn't planned. As the child made a sincere wish, brought from innocence and naivety, everything that the fairy tale world knows and the mortal world shatters. And we are left with what is essentially broken pieces of the world. Villains that you once despised in your favorite tales have turned somewhat good, and now the heroes of your favorite stories are, well, they've gotten a little darker. Because as it is always told, when there is light, there is always darkness. And in this tale, we are gonna see how that darkness manifests. And in this tale, alright, so let's start. So, once upon a time, no less than the Duke of Norfolk himself has approached the Order with a request which must remain a secret. 5 months ago, his daughter, Alicia, was taken to Wonder, the Bedlam of York, the most renowned asylum in all of England. Under the guidance of a mysterious director, the Duke hoped for the quick recovery of his daughter, who possessed an attitude that was too rebellious and unseemly for a young noblewoman. After the first month, Alicia's letter to her family became more and more terrified and delusional, until they abruptly ceased. According to Alicia's words, wonder is hell on earth, where strange presences move in the dark rooms, animated by an evil will. The Duke's plea to the hunters is simple: save Alicia and shed a light on the dark dealings happening in the Asylum of Wonder. So, hunters, you finally arrived at Wonder, the most famous and renowned bedlam in all of England. What you see, however, is certainly not what one might expect from a place where people are being cured of mental illness. After crossing an immense garden full of dead plants, you find yourself in the entrance hall before an immense, mirrored wall that reflects your perplexed faces. A large, tree-shaped fountain gushes water into a pool full of colorful fish. 3 doors on the east wall attract your attention. The central one is of normal size, while the one on the right is twice as large, and the one on the left is barely half the normal size. On the west wall, a painted inscription dominates in large letters, and it says, "In this place, madness becomes reason, so that the sick can become healthy again." Finally, you notice a 4th door that initially escaped your gaze, painted on the floor with such skill as to seem real. While you're wondering who will come to welcome you, a small white rabbit peeps out from behind the large fountain. Around his neck, he wears a small message holder in which we can see a rolled up note. So before we start, I realized I forgot to make you guys to give your introductions. So before we start the complete roleplay, please introduce yourself, starting with our Baba Yaga.
Hello there. I'm Arnie. I'm playing the Baba Yaga today. I am the child witch. And all right, we had a raid, so let me. Hi, CP Bay. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. We're having a stream today in English where we're going to venture through a broken tale. We're getting fairy tales, they're broken, and we're playing through them. But welcome, you and the 5 people that are coming with you. We have a mix of streams in Portuguese and in English. Today we're having a table in English. So welcome, have a seat, have some croquettes, and join us as we...
Yeah.
And yes, I'm playing Baba Yaga. I am the child witch, which is something...
Also, be sure... Sorry about that. You're getting pauses. I'm sorry. Continue, please.
No, go ahead. You're going to say be sure to...
Be sure to check out the donations at the top. I have a feeling our hunters will need those rerolls.
Yeah, so we have a $5 dice reroll, a $10 GM twist, where the GM is going to twist something that's already twisted till. So it's going to be a broken and twisted till.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the best one that everyone gets if they contribute, Phoenix?
Everyone who donates to this stream can tell me a title of a fairy tale, and I have to insert a reference to that fairy tale into this game.
Yes.
So hit me with your best fairy tales, guys.
Get some very obscure ones. That's what we mean.
And watch me frantically Google it.
And I am a child witch, and my power is only matched by my ambition. I did not have a childhood, for I was born already aware of my abilities. I seem cynical and cruel. That is because they don't understand that they are pawns in my game. Insignificant pieces in the bloody games of witches and warlocks. The order, the people that we work for, do not look down on my age, so they actually gave me leadership of this group. And I'm different than the Baba Yagas that you know. I am a little child. And that's my intro.
About our old wolf.
Do I do personal or in character intro first?
Both. You can do both. You should do both.
Okay.
Because I forgot to do that.
First of all, personal because... Hello everybody, the name's Noise, as you may know. I'm your favorite reluctant ASM artist. Someday I will go back to it, I promise. Or maybe not, who knows. However, tonight... let me just do my magic. Because tonight, the old wolf howls again. In the midst of the night, there's no piglet that will survive. And that's me.
How about our gentleman swordsman? Are you James today, or are you Jill?
I am James. James the Swordsman, better known as Captain Hook. And James is a bit disturbed to be paired up with a child and a beast. However, he's going to make the best of it.
Ooh, all right. That is all of our hunters. I'm still a little bit reeling from the Garou voice, even though I've heard it already. Like, it's a good. Sorry. All right. So, hunters, you are faced with some really weird entrance hall. I mean, the west wall has the inscription. The east wall has the 3 doors. On the floor is another. It's a painted door, and there's a mirror. There's a huge mirror in front of you.
There was a rabbit.
Yes, there was a rabbit. A rabbit is currently peeking out at you from the fountain. This is currently very early morning, so sunlight is still filtering through the larger windows on the west wall.
We have a regular-sized door for a large creature, and a door for you. Well,
We are not going to do that thing where we all go through different doors, are we?
I don't think that would be for the best, but it's curious.
Yes. I hate mirrors, though. Can someone please cover that for me? I hate seeing how young I am.
Perhaps if you just avert your eyes.
I'll try to do that.
Let's see. Okay.
I'm going to cover that a little bit so I don't see.
Right, rabbit. What's on the note?
You have to catch the rabbit if you want to get the note.
I'm fucking catching that rabbit. I have the strength of 3 men. I am unstoppable. And whatever I need to be.
So your Garou,
Yes.
harnessing his hunter's instinct, leaps from his position and dives towards the rabbit, and the little thing barely has time to move before it is encased in the large hands of your Garou. Actually, Garou, can you tell me what you look like right now?
So right now, I am on my still human form because I thought, hey, this is a place for humans, so might as well try to fit through the doors. So as I look, let me check my descriptor. This time, I look old. And looking old, I try to surprise the rabbit by first walking slowly and then leaping forward through the moment of relaxation of this creature to just hold it in my hands and be like, "You look like dinner, little kid."
The rabbit, hearing that, squeals just a little bit and tries to actually, and that's the time they actually try to get away from you. But when you first captured it, it was a little bit more docile. Now it's definitely scared of you, and it's squealing.
Picking the note, just the note at the moment.
Okay, so you pick the note, unravel it, and the note has a message addressed directly to you, hunters. The note says, "You're not welcome at Wonder. You're not here seeking something, but someone. This place welcomes only those who need healing of the mind." And at the bottom, the paper is signed, "The Director." I mean, would you like to look around further? Or are you sharing this with
I'm sharing the note and with the commentary of, "Seems there's a bigger catch to have tonight." or today?
The morning, so today.
Yeah. Okay.
So are you...
It seems like someone wishes to tell me what to do. I don't like that. I feel like I want to go inside that place just out of spite. But we do also
Who
have a reason.
ties notes to rabbits? The normal thing.
Let me think if any of my friend witches do that. No, that is a very odd thing, because they would tie the rabbit, they would throw the rabbit into a cauldron and then a note. Yeah, no, they would not tie the note to a rabbit.
Do I still have the rabbit in my hand, though?
Baba Yaga,
Okay.
as you three are discussing the merits of using rabbits as messengers, Baba Yaga, you feel a shiver run down your spine. And as you do, you instinctively look around you. And it seems to you that you haven't noticed this before, but it seems to you like this place is heavily influenced or heavily under the influence of a powerful arcane force. It's actually even causing you to think, what time is it? It's causing a little confusion about telling time. And you realize this now as you look around. It's very hard to tell the time in this place. As far as you know, it was early morning when you came in.
Is anybody else having the same issue as I am, where I don't know if it's morning anymore or if the time is flowing different in this place? There's something here. James, do you feel that? Garou?
I don't feel anything.
When Baba
You're
Yaga
right.
asks that, you will realize that, oh yeah, it's very hard to tell time here.
Maybe we should just go inside.
Which door, though?
Vote for the middle one. Normal size door.
How diplomatic of you. But sure.
Anyone
that
else?
mirror.
Alright. So you guys are gonna walk through the door?
Yes.
Right?
Alright. So one by one, you walk through the first door. And as you do, you find yourself walking through a long corridor that leads you in front of a door exactly the same as the one you just went through. As in the entrance hall, time seems to flow differently in this place. You have the impression that the few steps necessary to cross between one door and the other takes hours rather than moments. You open the door, and what is shown to you? Let's see. It's worth the dice.
We've been walking for 14 hours.
Maybe more.
This place did not seem that big from outside, did it?
No.
Something messed up is going on here. We're not going to find out. That's more power I could have.
This is not natural. And I don't like when things are not natural.
So as you're speaking and entering the door, this new room has a series of burrows and tunnels full of dirt and vegetation. In the small rooms and crevices, naked and emaciated patients move like animals, always looking for something to eat. would you like to roam around?
What? We inside? Still? It's all dirt and burrows and things.
So very odd.
Those are people.
They once were. I'm not sure anymore they are anymore.
They behave like animals.
Look like animals.
Soon as you say they behave like animals, 4 of the animal-like patients start to approach you. And they start saying, yeah, food. Yeah, food. I'm so hungry. Food. Can I please have food? Food.
Go look somewhere else.
Food. Food.
If I may, Storyteller, I would like to do one thing.
Yep.
I want to offer them food. I'm gonna kill one of them.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to destroy one of them and tell them this is your food.
Oh God.
Okay. Go ahead and you know what? It's not even gonna be a roll. They're very. No, wait. You're in your weak human form.
I am old.
Okay. Wait. Give me a second.
Baba Yaga tries to
So
protest.
choose one.
Yes. Are you actually going to just murder one of these people?
Choose 1, 2, 3.
I'm not sure the order would would like that. Oh wow.
Okay.
Perhaps we should not. Random
Garou,
strangers.
choose 1, 2, 3.
3.
3. That's it.
I'm sorry, everyone. I am immediately regretting this, but I'm not backing down.
Okay. You need to do an opposition level 4 check to see if you can kill it.
Goodness.
So you're still a wolf in human form. You still have your strength. So you get 3 successes immediately. So you just need to roll 2 dice or spend 1 soma and roll 1 die. For a standard outcome. What kind of outcome do you want?
A standard, actually, yes. So I'll take
Okay.
one sum out of my thing, and I'll roll one
Roll,
dice.
please.
Okay, so
I'm gonna laugh
Hey.
if this is a 1.
yeah, that would have been terrible.
Yeah. Alright. As you try to pin as you try to break the patient's neck. Well, Garou, describe to me how you're gonna kill this patient.
So patient 3, I just take them by the arm, grab them close to me like a hug, bite the jugular, rip it out, and throw it in the ground.
Okay. Weirdly enough, this patient doesn't really seem to react all that well or have any sense of fear, even as you see the life leave their eyes.
Wait a second.
Well-
Before you give them to eat of this, let me do something. I come and I pluck a few pieces of hair out of that creature and I put in my little pouch. Okay.
Okay, well, Baba Yaga, as you moved and plucked the hair from the dead victim, patient number 1 lets out a cry, sort of like a battle cry. And patient number 2, seemingly emboldened by this cry, both try to attack you. And I need you to do a defense roll, Baba Yaga.
How many?
The first one is a difficulty level 4. Let's start with that. That's patient 1. Oh no, never mind. Patient 1 is a difficulty level of 7. I was looking
What
at the
the
wrong
fuck?
patient.
What?
What have you done?
I was
What
just
have
thinking
I
a little bit of
done?
hair.
I would like to remind you, Garou, you're dealing with mental patients and they have problems. And it seems like patient number 1 was docile and okay when he was begging for food, but when you started showing violence around him, he switched personalities and became violent.
Oh, nice. Hello, Felix. How are you doing? Madrid treating you well.
Baba Yaga, how are you gonna defend yourself? Magic?
I am going to use magic. And I'm going to take the little rag doll that I have. And I'll hold it in front of me.
Okay.
You're
Baba Yaga,
going... Oh?
Yeah?
And I'm going to say, you're going to think this is me. So I place the doll to be
Okay.
hurt in my place.
Okay, you're trying to get the doll to be hurt in your place. That gives you three base successes. You still need to overcome 5. You need what outcome are you looking for here? You want them to not hurt you and hurt the doll instead, right?
Yes.
Sounds like
Is-
an outcome with an increment. So I would suggest
Is the doll a cost that I could use?
it's a doll that yours. Can I see? Can you give me your magic description?
Magic description.
Your magic descriptor, the magic gift.
Oh, okay. When you want to achieve something, you may use witchcraft. Choose what you want with a sentence like, I want to fly on that old broom, or I want to look like a demon in the eyes of those fools. Your spells must be focused on an object in your possession, such a broom to fly, a mask you can wear to look like a demon. Pay a cost from 0 to 2 soma, decided by the storyteller to activate your spell for the duration of a scene. Remember that you can't ask for someone's sudden death, but you can inflict wounds with your actions through magic.
Music is kind of loud for the
I lowered
listeners.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Maggie, please let me know
Okay.
if that was okay. Think of noise. Please let me know if that was okay.
Okay. Tricky. Okay, sure. To get through this, you get your additional 3 successes. Since this sounds like an increment, I will let you spend 1 soma to add another success. That would also be the cost of your magic. And then, so now you have 4 base successes, and you need 4 more to get the effect of not being hurt and the doll getting injured in your place.
I only have, so I used 1 soma, right?
Mhm.
My 5. I want to see what's gonna happen. That's all I'm gonna do
You
right
can
now.
still spend more soma if you want.
I know, but I don't want to spend everything at once.
Okay, so let's see. Are you gonna get lucky with the 4 dice roll?
How hurt am I gonna get, right? I hope the doll takes a little bit of it.
You succeed. And the patient starts attacking the doll instead of you. Basically, you watch your ragdoll being torn apart by this violent patient.
Oh, Maribel.
Oh no.
So many memories.
I'm just
All right.
standing there watching the two of you. What is happening right now?
Oh my god.
Second person now tries to attack you, Baba Yaga. This one is a lot easier. They are difficulty 4 for you to defend from.
Okay.
And your ragdoll is out of commission. So you only have 1 base success for this. So you need 5 for standard and 6 if you want another increment, or you can go for just 3 and it's outcome with a cost.
Can I still use magic?
You can still use magic if you have anything you can think of from your little bag.
Yes, I can. I take the few little hairs I just put in there. You're gonna attack the creature with this smell instead. And I throw the hair at the patient that's coming towards me, hoping they will get that, smell and shift their attention to the body that's on the ground that Garou just killed.
Okay. So that gives you 3 successes instead of 1. So you now just need to again spend 1 soma.
Okay.
And then this time though it's just the cost for magic. You already have your 3 successes. And you need... Actually, no. You know what? You don't need to roll if you want a success with standard success. Wait. let me see.
Standard success is fine. Oh, there is a cost when there is standard success, right?
Yeah, standard success with the cost. Because it would equal to 4.
Standard
You don't need
success is
to
fine.
roll dice. Huh?
Standard success is fine.
Alright. So you go ahead and use your magic and divert the attention of the other patient to the body. And as they start attacking the body, Baba Yaga, you're in the direct splash zone of blood and guts. And you are now covered in icky, smelly blood. With maybe some chunks of human flesh.
This is disgusting. But inside of my head, just like old times. Yes. Oh my god.
James,
Oh.
any reaction?
You're both quite done.
I don't know. He's still eating his friend on the ground over there. I hope he's done.
Perhaps we should move to another room before they complete their meal.
Albeit.
All right.
Next one.
As you finish and skirt around the 2 insane patients, one eviscerating a ragdoll and the other eviscerating an actual body. As you near the next door, you notice another white rabbit
Again,
and standing
note.
quite a few feet in front of the door, with another note on its neck, with another note holder.
you can catch this one too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna try to get this another rabbit. This time I'm gonna try to use my scriptures. I'm gonna be old, walking slowly towards it, until I can be in pounds.
It doesn't even
Does
react. It seems to be waiting for you.
No, then I just pick it up, take the note, and I'm like, why are you not reacting? What are you?
Is that a
It's just
dead rabbit?
it tilts its head, and then it kind of looks like it's looking down on its message holder.
It's not dead.
I'll tend to
What
do it,
is-
but I don't think it's a good idea. Note, opening note.
What does it
Okay.
say?
The message on the note says, "It's not always convenient to knock on a door with your hand." I'm gonna repeat that. It's not always convenient to knock on a door with your hand.
With my hand, what am I gonna knock on the door with?
Looking at James.
We have
Oh, the
options.
shade.
Yes.
The shade.
Hilarious. Hilarious. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Is there a door?
So, as once you've taken the message from the rabbit, you can go through the second one, the second door.
Should we
Shall
knock
I?
first?
Not. Just walks up
Did
to
you
the
knock?
door and with the hook.
No answer. No answer.
We've not. Shall we try the knob?
The door swings open easily. Are you going to walk through?
Yes.
Okay. So you enter the door, and you're once again walking through a long corridor that leads you in front of another door. Exactly the same one as you went through.
Seems quite
As in-
familiar.
As in the entrance hall, time seems to flow differently in this place, and you have the impression that the few steps necessary to cross between one door and the other takes hours rather than moments. You open the door, and immediately you are alerted by the cry of a girl.
How old is the person that we're here to look for?
Her name is Alyssa, and she's the daughter of the Duke of Norfolk.
Is she like a little child, or is she a teenager, or We know.
I'd say a teenager, yeah. You hear the cry of a girl. It would sounds like the same. It sounds like it could be the same age as the girl you're looking for.
perhaps we've found our prize?
So, looking through this new room, it's a huge greenhouse full of alien and unknown plants. A strong smell of pollen saturates the air, making it a little difficult to breathe. And a dense yellow fog sharply reduces your visibility. It's hard to see from far away. Even Garou is having a hard time. And you see, if you follow the cry, you will see a young woman trying to fend off two monstrous-looking caterpillars.
My
It's
goodness.
huge.
Imagine the butterflies these caterpillars would turn into.
Not the
Shall
proper
we?
size.
Shall we assist?
I think so. Especially if she's the catch we've come to catch.
Storyteller,
Yes.
these two caterpillars are gonna have a bad time. I would like to use one soma and take my dark ego.
You don't need to use Soma for your Dark Ego.
I
You only
didn't
need to
know
use
this.
your Soma. You only need to use your Soma if you're getting out of your Dark Ego.
Thank you.
Like if you're going back to human form.
Okay. So pretty much you see this old man Garou crack his back and his neck like an old man, and as he takes 4 steps forward, His back arches forward, and his face elongates to a snout. Hair starts growing through the coat of the clothing, and therefore, a wolf the size of a bison or of an extinct animal appears in front of you. Now, I'm going to try to tackle one of the worms.
I love when Garou becomes a monster.
Okay, so you're doing
effective.
a position check against a caterpillar. The caterpillar is 2 meters long, by the way.
Oh, so it's like a kaiju battle where we're two big
Yeah,
monsters.
kaiju battle basically. So I need you to do an attack roll with the difficulty of 5.
Okay.
And since you are on your wolfy wolf form, you get your 3 successes. So
My
what outcome
descriptor
do you
is
want?
strong. By the way, descriptor for this one is strong. Just
Yeah.
in case that helps. So 3 successes, and I need 5.
You need 5. You need 5 for to get the outcome with a cost. You need 6 successes for an outcome that's just the regular outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need 7 if you want an outcome with an increment. So what outcome do you want to have?
For
Before you roll.
once, I want an outcome with an increment.
Okay, so you currently have 3 successes, and you need to succeed. You need 6. You need 7 successes to gain your increment. And what is this increment you want to happen?
I want to make a takeout to put space between the 2 caterpillars and the girl together.
Oh, you want to push them. You want to push them away.
Yes. Both
Okay,
of
go
them
ahead
if possible.
Go ahead and see if you can get your successes.
Okay, I will spend 3 soma, leaving myself at 2 soma.
Mhm.
And that leaves me how many dice needed?
You 2. That's 5 successes already. You need 3. No wait.
3 and 3.
You need 3 more.
3 more.
You need 2 more. Sorry, 2 more.
Okay,
You
I'm gonna
already
try
have
with
5.
this. Okay.
I don't like math, guys. Why are you making me do math?
2 dice. And I get them. For that sweet increment.
Ooh! Nice,
Rocking
nice, nice.
tonight.
As you
Goodness.
pounce, your gigantic wolf form, you interpose yourself between the girl and the 2 caterpillars, and you actually manage to catch the one caterpillar you're aiming for, and you throw it against the other caterpillar, effectively pushing them a few feet away from you and the girl. What is everyone else gonna do?
What is the girl doing?
Oh, she's currently standing still. Her jaw is on the floor looking at this massive wolf that is now in front of her.
Oh, that didn't pick it up. Oh, fuck. Anyways.
And Garou has taken one of the caterpillars or both?
One of the caterpillars is injured by Garou, and both have been pushed back.
Okay. James is going to rush forward and try and pull the girl away.
Yeah, you don't really get resistance because like she's not very keen on staying within claw reach of Garou. So she follows you and looks at you and says, who are you?
It doesn't matter. Here, go sit over there. Just push her away. You go over there.
So she's still a little bit shocked. So she does obey you and actually starts to sit in like a patch of some weird looking moss.
He will pull his sword and wait and see if Garou's going to rip these things apart or if he needs to step in.
Baba Yaga, what about you?
Dagger of mine, fly to the caterpillar and make it a cut like that.
Hey,
Right
using
through the
magic.
spine.
Do caterpillars have spines?
No,
They're
but that's the only word I
invertebrates.
could find around. I was not born to be, a poet.
A freestyler.
I already said catch the catch,
Alright. Baba Yaga, do a position check, an attack roll of medium difficulty. Which caterpillar are you targeting? The injured one or the one that got that's still okay but just got pushed back?
The one that's already injured.
Alright, injured caterpillar. You have your 3 base successes because you use magic. And I need you to do a check of medium difficulty, which is 5. What outcome are you looking for? You want with a cost, standard, or with an increment?
Standard is fine.
Standard, okay. So you need 3 more.
Wait, if I'm looking to wound it, I do need 1 more, right?
Yeah, no, you just need, if you do standard, it will wound it.
Okay,
With
perfect.
increment, increment is if you want to inflict a second wound.
Okay. So it will be normal. So I roll?
You roll 3, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you this one because I'm gonna give you this one, no soma needed for the magic.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Awesome! There we go. So, your dagger plunges into the caterpillar that's already injured. And it lets out, I don't know, do caterpillars even have a cry? Okay, let's just pretend it does.
Beyblade.
Let's just pretend it does. It lets out a shrill shriek. It's a 2-meter long caterpillar. Let's give it some voice.
Yeah.
It gives a shrill shriek as the dagger that Baba Yaga threw at it with magic pierces right through from the back of the caterpillar all the way to the head. And you have a bisected caterpillar.
Did you see that? I did that.
And one more is alive.
My trusty
This one.
dagger.
This one, realizing it's in trouble, will try. Actually, you know what? Let's put this on the roll of the dice.
1 reroll for Arnie, though. That's 2.
Yeah, you have a real Arnie. Anyway, it'll try to run you over, Garou. I need you to
Okay.
do a defense check.
Thank you.
What do I need?
You need to do a defense check of 5.
5.
And since you are a very strong wolfman right now, you get 3 you get 3 base successes instead of 1. So I need you to roll. I need you to roll either
Dice for a
2
cost, right?
for a cost, 3 for standard.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do 3 for standard. 3 dice.
Oh no.
Haha, it had to happen at some point.
So, the caterpillar tries to run you over, Garou.
Mhm.
And it's you try and move out of the way,
Mhm.
but your foot gets caught in one of the vines littering the floor. One of the huge alien looking vines and plants.
Mhm.
And you trip, and the caterpillar knocks you down and runs over you. And as it does, it actually stops near your head, and you see the gigantic mouth of the thing clamp down on your shoulder. And as you're prone on the ground,
Mhm.
it is starting to crush you.
You will please
You
for
receive
this. How many wounds?
you receive one wound for the bite,
Okay.
and you receive one wound for the bite,
Uh-huh.
and as it's starting to crush you, you actually start experiencing pain. Even as a wolf and you're in your most powerful form, in your prone position, you're starting to feel pain, and you get a second wound
Oh fuck! I figured
crush,
it would be a second one.
from the crushing pain. So first wound is a bite to the shoulder. Second wound is crushing pain.
Okay.
You can cry for help, Garou. So James and Baba Yaga, you see your strong guardian hunter getting overwhelmed by this caterpillar, almost to the point that you barely see Garou. What are you gonna do?
Little help over here.
Yep, I'm gonna lunge forward and see if I can skewer it.
All right. Do you have any relevant descriptor that will help you with this? Because I know you're James.
I
you're a
am
swordsman.
James. But I am. All I have is skilled swordsman.
Okay, can you
Can't
tell
really-
me? Can you read me skilled swordsman?
Well, it's with a sword and a smile. Don't think
Okay.
I can really impress it by doing something. Not going to be able to use my sword to write something on a wall or pick something up or something.
Uh-huh.
It's a giant caterpillar. I don't think it would be impressed
Okay.
or
Yeah.
frightened.
You can use your descriptor. I'm a skilled swordsman and possess fine manners, which is why the order considers me an excellent candidate to move among high society. I love
Okay.
indulging in good food and dissolute company. So this descriptor would give you the 3 basic successes that you want for an advantage. Excuse me.
Can everybody
And-
give me a smile real quick, just for a picture for social media? Hey. Awesome. Thank you so much.
So James, you now just need either 2 dice to get an outcome with a cost, or 3 dice to get a standard outcome, or if you want to inflict an extra wound, you can do 4 dice. That can be a combination of dice and soma.
Okay, what's the fewest dice I can roll?
The fewest dice you can roll is 1 or even 0.
Okay. If I don't roll anything, what will happen?
If you don't roll anything, it's an automatic success. You just need to tell me if you want to have an increment, depending on how many soma you want to spend.
If I spend a soma, then I get an increment.
So, if, for example, you have 3 successes. You need 6 for standard and 7 for increment So that means you need to spend 1 soma for each success. That's
Okay.
4 soma if you're gonna use just soma.
Okay. So if I spent 2 soma and rolled 2 dice, that would give me the option to get the extra 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that's what I'll do.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 2 dice. And mark down that you used 2 soma. Ooh. James, with your mastery in swordsmanship. Wait, is that correct? Whatever. It's a new word if it isn't. So with your mastery of the sword, you leap forward and strike against the caterpillar, decisively beheading it, leaving just the head still clamped onto Garou's shoulder.
Ouch.
It is dead.
Garou, you're right.
Look at my shoulder bleeding. I've been better.
Do we need to
I've been much better.
do we need to get this thing off of you? And then Baba Yaga is at one end of the caterpillar, trying to move it off of Garou.
Garou just rolls away to get out of every caterpillar thing, related thing that out of his fur, and tries to stand up. The right leg is still like a little bleeding, so he's gonna just stand up and be like,
Yeah.
We're getting old.
5,000 years will do that to you.
You hear from behind the 3 of you, 5,000 years?
Yeah.
And you remember that you just saved a girl.
Priorities first. Let me go grab my beautiful dagger. And then I go to the
Okay.
caterpillar, grab my dagger.
It's covered in caterpillar yuck.
At that point, I'm so covered on everything, I just clean it on my clothes. And then I put it in my bag.
James, your sword, your beautiful sword, is also kind of dirty right now.
Just wipe it off on Baba Yaga. She won't notice.
The disrespect.
Okay. As long as you help with the bill for the dry cleaner. Which at that time was a person, but yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. Hi. You're not patients. You're not patients or staff here, are you?
Do we
You hear
look like
the-
patients to you, little girl?
You're right.
I'm not a. Well,
I could
thought
use a bit right now, but that's another story.
oh, okay. I'm not going crazy, right? That
No.
wolf is talking.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, this is not the most crazy thing I've encountered here.
And you
Calm
are?
down, Alicia. Calm down. Hi. So she turns to James, and she says, "Hi, I'm Alicia. I'm not really a patient here. I'm looking for Alyssa. She looks away as she said, she's my friend.
Right. How long have you been looking?
I don't even know. I can't tell time anymore. I've been stuck here for a while, but these rooms they don't seem to end. I just get stuck in in three different rooms that are cycling over and over. This is the first time I've seen people who are not patients.
So there's
Well,
this
people who are
room.
not insane. Huh?
So there's this room. Then what are
Yeah,
the other
this
two
is
rooms?
I call this the caterpillar room, and the other ones are the well, how do I how do I describe it? The first room, there's like, I guess you could say it's for rabbits or like animal people.
Mm.
Like it has like rabbit no, not rabbit holes, but like burrows and tunnels.
I've
And then
seen
there's
that.
another one with like an infinite series of rooms. Like that's the most confusing room. I call it the labyrinth. And here, it's just the caterpillar room. It's really just full of caterpillars that try to eat you.
He looks at the
And
two
this,
of you.
huh?
James
Go
looks
ahead,
at
please.
Baba and Garou, and he's like, I suppose that's the next room.
Actually, no, we don't need to go there. That's just gonna get us lost. She tells you. I I um I have this. She pulls out two slips of paper.
Take them and
And
look at them.
let me just get that two slips. Where are they? There you go. So the first one, this is different from the slip of paper that you two have. Uh, this one of them says, knocking on a door is the bare minimum to be expected of a respectable person. Knocking on a door is the bare minimum to be expected of a respectable person. And then the last one is, when you arrive at a door, it is polite to ask if anyone is home. When you arrive at a door, it is polite to ask if anyone is home.
Did you get these from a rabbit?
Yeah, I've been capturing these. I've been getting these rabbits in the different rooms, and they all have the different sayings. And I think they're talking about a specific door in particular. I've
What
been
doors have
lost
you
here
been
for a
in?
while. I haven't been able to find my friend.
Yes.
And as you talk, out of nowhere, from beyond the fog of pollen, Garou, you see a feline form suddenly come out from behind Alicia. And it will, and it is going to pounce at Alicia before any of you can even react. And where is the stats for that? So yeah, you see that happening. Alicia, completely unaware, is attacked. And the feline form, looks to be a lynx. And it bites down on Alyssa's arm. And then it lets go, looks at all four of you. Seems like it's grinning, like a big grin. And then it starts to disappear until only the grin is visible, and then even that disappears. And you see Alyssa cry in pain. Alicia cry in pain. She receives one wound. A big bite wound on her arm. And
I see a
this-
giant cat.
Well, guess I'll have to eat it later. If I find it.
Helpless little
Yeah.
people, helpless little children deserve to die. And then, oh no, do you need help with that? And then I'm gonna walk over. Let me look at your wound.
Oh, ow, ow. Yeah, okay. Ah, that thing's. The thing's always lurking around.
It always bite you.
It's always around here, but it's never attacked me before. It's always just looking. You always see it. It's either you see its grinning face or its eyes. Always seems to follow me.
Is she going to be all right?
Are you going to treat her?
I would like to. I would like to open my bag and take some herbs and place it on her wound.
Okay, shouldn't even need anything. You help patch up her wounds. She's still injured, but the wound is now patched up and not bleeding as much. So it's a makeshift bandage of healing herbs from your little pouch, Baba Yaga.
Right.
Would you guys like an interlude at this point? You have a very injured Garou. And it seems like it's relatively okay now, the area. There's no other caterpillars coming for you.
I could use the soma and the wound healing.
I do have a question about Alicia, though.
Yeah.
Because I have this... I'm very skilled at reading people. That is why the Order has chosen me as the leader of the Hunters. I love manipulating people, and I often do it merely to amuse myself. And then I have this listen to my words action, where once per scene when I talk to someone, I can ask the storyteller a question about them. The question must be regarding their behavior.
Yeah, do you want to listen to my words?
Yes, I do. I want to know, what is the relationship between Alicia and Alisa? Can I know that?
When you noticed this back when she was saying that Alisa is only her friend, Baba Yaga, you noticed that it's not just friendship. It probably goes beyond friendship, like romantically. So they're romantically involved.
You must be very close with your friend if you want to risk your life for her like this, fighting against caterpillars looking for her.
You see Alicia blushing a little bit. Well, yes, I care about her a lot. Yes.
Do you care about her more than you care about yourself?
I would do anything for Alisa.
Interesting. Anything you said?
Well, I did sneak in here.
That's a point.
How does her hair look?
Alicia?
Yes.
What?
Currently her hair is down. It looks a little unruly as a testament to how long she's been here.
Alright.
She looks like she's been through quite a few things.
Alright, little one. I'm not going to... I'm littler than you. I forget about that.
Yeah, that's a little confusing.
Indeed, indeed. But don't look down on me. I'm not a little child. In any case, when people say that they
She
were
puts her
born
hands up.
ready,
Like,
when people say that they were born ready, I was born ready, okay? So, yeah, I'm a little tired.
I'm not messing with you. I saw what you did to that caterpillar. Nope. And so we're gonna do an interlude. Um, I know you see me, Maggie. You see what I'm doing here, right? um, so the interlude for hunters is the time that they're resting. Basically, is when they get to heal wounds and get to bring back soma. Also, the way that we do this is you see the descriptors on your hunter sheets, hunters. So
Yes.
there is you have descriptions with the circle next to it, right?
Mhm.
So those descriptors are the ones that you can check for to get soma. So you have to tell me during the interlude what descriptors you were able to check so that you can gain your XP. XP is
Mhm.
the way for you to gain back extra soma and extra wounds, as well as power up some of your abilities or gain scenario gifts. Because scenarios like this one do have gifts sometimes, and I have to check if anyone has fulfilled one of the requirements to get those gifts.
Hmm.
So for now, let's start with Garou. Garou, were you able to check any of their descriptors?
Two of them. The
Okay,
two last ones. One of them
which
is a
one?
true predator knows how to appear the most helpless of lambs. I know how to disguise myself with the rabbit. My confidence is boundless, and I often tend to underestimate danger, ready to risk anything for a tasty bite with the sick people.
Okay, yeah,
The
that
second
works.
one,
And the other one?
I am fiercer and more powerful than any human, and my fangs can pierce even metal. My proud world spirit is everything to me, and that actually showed during the fight with the caterpillars.
Okay, so you have 2 XP. And you can, as per the guide, the document that I sent out to you guys before the game,
Mhm.
you can choose to, for free, you can choose to immediately gain 2 soma, or heal 1 wound.
I'm gonna heal one wound.
Okay, you're gonna heal 1 wound. And then what are you gonna use your XP for? Let me see if someone can gain any of the gifts.
Okay, so it was one experience to heal one wound, and the other experience I can still use it for anything else, right?
Yeah, so you have 1 wound left, and you can use another soma to heal that wound. Not soma, not 1 XP.
XP. Okay.
So if you do that, you have no more wounds, and you have 1 XP left.
Okay. So I'm gonna heal all my wounds then,
Mm-hmm.
and you said I would have 1 XP left.
You have 1 XP left, yes.
To recover a couple soma.
You to recover, yeah, 2 soma.
Okay, so I'm at soma 4 right now. Whew. Tricky situation, but I know what I'm gonna do with this soma now. That's all me. Okay. So I'm back to healing because werewolf.
You got quite
Yeah.
hurt. Thank you for saving us.
Okay.
Opa, Bosteta, thank you so much for coming over with a group of 4 people. Very happy to see you here. We're having a Broken Tales table today, where we have a fairy tale that has been broken, and we're the villains playing the good guys, because the heroes have been broken.
Hi. Next one. Who wants to go next? James or Baba?
You can go, James.
I used skilled swordsman. I guess I should have used I've learned to face monsters and aberrations, but
Where is it? Wait, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Sorry. This is help indulging. Well, unfortunately, you can't do this yet because you haven't role-played indulging in good food and dissolute company.
okay.
When you get your the way for you to get the descriptor checked is if you also do the drawback.
Okay.
But no. Well, you can do I am a man of the world and nothing can really surprise me anymore. I never question myself. After all, I'm the best at what I do.
Okay.
So you would have one XP, and you have a free soma you have a free soma replenishment.
Okay.
I don't really know. You don't have any.
Yeah. All I am is I'm down 2 soma, and that's all.
You're down to 2 soma.
No, I'm down 2. From
Okay.
7 to 5.
So that's free. You can get that back for free. So you have 1 XP to save.
Okay.
Unless you want to improve on a descriptor of yours.
How would I do that? Would I do
You get
that?
extra successes instead of,
You can get extra successes. So for example, if you use Sword with a Smile, instead of 1 additional success, you can get 2.
Okay.
Or yeah, pretty much it. Yeah, you can improve one of your gifts if you want. It's an option.
I'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead. Just mark down that you get 2 successes when you use a sword with a smile instead of 1.
Perfect.
And Baba Yaga, any descriptors you were able to check?
I think I used 2. The I'm a sorcerer
which
with
ones?
magical powers allow me to do whatever I want.
But you have to take time to do your spells.
Also, the
And we
whole thing
haven't
needs to
been-
apply. Okay.
And we haven't been taking like time to do ritual spells or some stuff like that.
No, I haven't. That's right.
You have had the very skilled.
What was that? Oh yeah, the
You
second
have the
one.
second descriptor though.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you have an option: 2 free soma. You have one free thing that you can get. It's either get 2 soma for free, or get heal a wound for free, but you don't have a wound. So
I'll
you get
spend
your 2
everything on
soma back.
So I'll get 2 soma back. Can I get an extra soma with the XP?
You can get extra soma, but you can't exceed the maximum soma you have, which is 5.
Oh, okay. So I'm at 5 then, and I will. I'll use that to
let me
boost my
see.
magic.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Or if we can get gifts, do we qualify for gifts?
Let me see if you get qualified for gifts.
That's something I didn't knew could be happening. Okay. Gifts. Interesting.
Good question. Are we going to be taking a break or not?
We're gonna take a break after resolve this
Sure.
interlude.
Cool.
I was gonna say we're gonna take a break too. Okay. No. You haven't been encountering it.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
Actually, no, yeah, Baba Yaga, this would apply for
Oh.
you. Can gain lucid madness. You've been experiencing the pure madness of this place. And you're the gift's description is you're slowly figuring out how to make the weirdest ideas real. You can spend one soma to try and activate the mad magic of wonder. State something crazy that you're capable of, such as I can walk on walls, or I want my arm to stretch out of proportion. When you do that, I will have to ask you for a position check, and if you succeed, you get the descriptor you declared for the rest of the scene. If you fail, you have to spend you just spent your soma in vain. The effect of this gift ends when someone makes clear that what you're doing is utter madness.
Oh.
So basically, Baba Yaga, you're starting to understand the magic of this place. And if you want to do that, you can spend your 1 XP left to get Lucid Madness.
I will.
And I'm gonna copy and paste to you this gift.
I love that.
Our hunters have essentially gotten themselves through several rooms of confusing nature in this asylum of complete and utter madness. And for those who haven't figured it out yet, yes, we are doing a scenario on Alice in Wonderland. So we just went through the rabbit room and the caterpillar room, and our hunters have found Alicia, someone who is apparently in a romantic relationship or is in love with our missing Alisa. So they have taken their time to recover wounds in Garou's case, and Soma in our little child witch's case. And they've also taken the time to patch up the wound from Alicia's arm, caused by a mysterious lynx. Came out of nowhere with a disturbing grin. Some might say a Cheshire grin. So, hunters.
And hello, Poco Interplanar. Thank you so much for bringing the 3 people with you. Thank you so much for this lovely raid and for joining us. We're having a Broken Tales table tonight. Please have a seat, have some croquettes, and check out what's going on.
Alright, that raid was just in time. So, hunters. You're currently with Alicia. And you're still in the caterpillar room. Anything you wanna do before you move on?
I'd like to further interrogate this girl.
Okay, what are you gonna ask her?
What door did you come through? Front.
Oh! She points towards the door you came from.
Oh, in the front. You came in, there were several doors.
The room I came from the rabbit room, and then I went to the room with a lot of doors. I call it the Labyrinth Room.
But you
it's
arrived.
very confusing there.
You arrived. Right? You arrived here. You had to come into this building through a door.
Yes.
There were
I
several of them.
Yes, you're talking about the entrance hall?
And which door did you choose?
I went through I think I went through the middle door, and then I did the small door, and then I tried the big door.
Was there any difference?
Yes. When I tried the small door, I think I went down a size. I shrunk. And then when I went to the big door, I became I became taller. I almost didn't fit through the middle door. And that's when I went back to, well, my size.
So, when you were inside, was there a difference? Not how tall you were, but what you were seeing.
I don't know if you've noticed, but it's really hard to tell the time here. I came here in the night, but it seems to always be. It seems that in the entrance hall, it's a little confusing. There's light, and in the rabbit room there's also constant light, and then here it's very hard to see around here. In the labyrinth, though, that's really hard to see what time is it. I mean, how long has Alyssa been missing?
How long has she been missing? Do we know?
Yeah, she's been missing for 5 months.
Okay. Several months. When did you come looking for her?
Did you say months?
Yes.
I came here after they took Alyssa here. I've been here for months.
Have you eaten?
Well, the rabbit room has some carrots.
So you've eaten carrots? Months?
Yes. Carrots and some of the plants here are kind of edible. Although I was sick for like one time.
Kind of edible. That's encouraging. You've been here for months, going from room to room to room, 3 rooms, and you haven't found them.
Well, I found the clues on the rabbit, and I think I know how to get back to the entrance hall.
Okay, and he stops and he looks at the other 2 and he's like, had not occurred to me. Would have problems finding the entrance again.
Well, I, for one, am very glad that we did not go through the small door, because this body is already very tiny, and I hate it. Imagine if it was smaller. No. I am curious, however, when you got to this labyrinth room that you call the entrance room, did you try the door that's painted on the ground, or...
Oh, the labyrinth room is not the entrance hall. The labyrinth a room with multiple doors
So
on all sides.
There's another?
You didn't go through the labyrinth room?
I don't think we did, right?
No.
Yeah, you didn't. Well, I think it's best for us to avoid that room. The entrance to it is on the other side of this room, but we can go through from where you came from. That will lead us straight to the rabbit.
So we can get to the entrance from here, you're saying?
But we have to go through the rabbit room first, and then in the middle door in the rabbit room, back in.
I mean, we may as well go to the labyrinth room.
Are you sure? Cause this one, I think these notes point to the basement door.
But you've never
You
been
know
to
the
the
door
basement.
that's on the floor?
We
Maybe
came
we'll
here
find Alyssa
for
there.
we came here for Alicia. We should try the basement door.
Right. Wait.
Okay, follow me. And she starts to lead you out. Seems like she's following a certain pattern of doors to lead you straight out to the back to the entrance hall. Again, it's a little confusing. It's almost like it's taking you hours to walk through from one door to the other. Instead of just the few steps that it would normally take. Because the rooms that you've gone through don't actually look that big. Not but it shouldn't the time disturbance or the time passing that you doesn't make sense for the length of the room and the length that you're walking. But eventually you make it to the entrance hall. And curiously enough, the entrance hall is still lit by bright light. And it's still impossible. It's still not possible to distinguish it, but if you look closely, the light from the windows of the entrance hall have gone a little soft. And the air has gone a little colder. This is your indication that, oh, it's evening. Maybe it is evening. Is it evening? These thoughts run through your head. Ignore the windows. They're not really helpful with telling the time. It's weird here, says Alicia. And she
That's an
leads you
understatement.
towards... Huh?
Is an understatement.
Yeah, this place is... I wonder if Elisa is still okay. And she walks over to the door, to the basement door, the painted door on the floor. And she tells you, okay, so based on these notes, and from what I figured out from what you're telling me is I've been here months now, is that if you look at the notes and the clues that have been given to you, first one is it's not always convenient to knock on a door with your hand. So you can't knock on this door with your hand. But you need to knock on it because knocking on a door is the bare minimum to be expected of a respectable person. And the third one is when you arrive at the door, it's polite to ask if anyone is home. So I believe you have to knock on the door with your foot and ask, maybe try a few phrases. Something like, let's see,
But wait,
Anyone
Yeah.
home?
leave it to me. I have a couple of ideas.
okay.
A lot of feet. Maybe.
I must correct you there because it says when you arrive at the door you should ask. So that should probably be before knocking, no?
Makes sense.
Let's try it your way. So, Garou goes and checks the door, lower leg, knocks 3 times, and goes, "Anyone home?"
Okay.
I would not answer that door.
Just thought of that.
Wow, okay. That's actually scary. Oh, that is scary. Okay. Okay, let me just get this information. Where is it? Okay. As soon as you say, "Is anyone home?" Garou,
Mm-hmm.
the floor that you were knocking on suddenly feels hollow under your foot, Garou. And
Sorry.
slowly.
Am I falling?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Slowly.
Not yet.
It seems that the doorknob that was painted seems like you can hold it, Garou. Looks like you can grasp it and turn it.
You know, Garou is gonna do one of the notes warnings, and it's actually gonna chew on the door and move the head instead of using a hand. So just
Okay. It lifts.
Hmm.
The door that wasn't once it's supposed to be a door is now a door up. And you can lift it up all the way to open the passageway.
Last time I had to blow on these ones. They open so easy now.
So, when the door opens,
Mm-hmm.
you see a large flight of stairs that descend underground. Are you
Who's
going to go
first?
down?
Do you?
So be it. I will take everyone with me and descend. If anyone wants to be on my back, I will carry them.
I refuse to ride on your back because you know I have legs of my own and I'm not a child, even though I look like one. I'm gonna go in the back because as the leader of this group, it's my responsibility to protect you.
We're taking the girl.
And you too.
Oh yeah, I am coming with you. I don't want to stay here anymore. And I think we can find Alyssa here. I hope.
Right, then. The two of us are in the middle.
Okay, so with Garou taking point, James and Alicia in the middle, and Baba Yaga taking the rear, the four of you descend down a flight of stairs. A few minutes later, you find yourself in a large room, richly furnished with colored cushions and drapes. The basement is hard to see across, so much so that you can't make out the walls. Suddenly, a shrill voice calls for your attention. Hello! Hello there! In front of you, a gentleman with a strange top hat on his head converses amiably with two automata. Would you like some tea? Oh yes, this is such a wonderful day, isn't it, Mr. Rabbit? Of course, you can have more. So one of the automata is the form of a large rabbit, while the other is a lizard. In a grotesque imitation of tea time, the man with the top hat conducts a one-way conversation, where his words are left unanswered with the cold, unintelligent gazes of the automata. So, Mr. Rabbit, how was your day today? I know. It's so difficult, right? What time is it? Do you know, Mr. Lizard? Oh, you don't either? That's a shame. We've been here for so long, haven't we? Well, at least we have our tea. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, hunters? He hasn't seen you yet.
This is a job for the gentleman.
What? I sorry, didn't understand that.
No, this looks like a job for a gentleman.
Ah,
Too polite for me.
James looks back at the leader, Baba.
You heard the wolf. Are you? I think he's referring to you because I'm no gentleman.
Yes. He will skirt around this gigantic wolf and start walking towards this obviously insane person.
soon as you walk into his eyesight, the man in the top hat looks up and says, "Oh, hey! Are you here to have tea with us?"
Of course. How are you?
"I'm doing quite well, thank you. Come sit,
Good to
sit."
hear. Yes, thank you. Up a chair.
And there's a chair. There's an empty chair there.
Sit down.
He's going to take the what do you call this? The kettle or the teapot that he has in his hand, and he's gonna he's gonna take one of the the hell is that called? Teacups. He's gonna take one of the teacups that he has in front of him, put it in front of you, push it towards you, and starts to pour imaginary tea on your cup. Be careful, it's still hot. Tell me, is this brew okay?
It smells delightful.
Oh, that's good. I made it fresh today.
Good. So, you and your friends. Do you happen to
What?
know what time it is?
Oh, well, let me see. And he starts looking around, rummaging through his coat. He actually pulls out, several clocks of varying sizes. He says, "Oh, well, what time is it? It's time for tea."
Yes. It's always time for tea.
Of course, there's never a wrong time for tea.
Of course. Your friends are rather silent.
Oh no, they're a little shy.
Are they?
They're a little shy. This is the first. You're one of our first guests here.
One of. Are there others?
Well, yeah. And he points towards your companions.
Yes.
They're being awfully rude, aren't they? Not approaching us.
Fairly typical of
Sorry
them.
about that.
What else?
I don't know if you guys heard the alerts. Sorry.
No, not really.
Well, are you gonna invite your friends here? I mean, they might enjoy tea too.
He turns. Would you like some tea?
I would like some
Rolls
tea.
his eyes a little. And he turns back to this person. Else. Oh, just the four of us. Visitors?
Sorry, what? You cut off?
Sorry. No other visitors? Just the four of us?
No, you're my first visitors. I mean, Alice used to come to me, but not anymore. She doesn't need me anymore. So he
Nice.
gave me this room. It's kind of lonely, though. Hmm. Oh well, at least I have tea. You want more tea?
No, thank you. I've quite enough.
What about you three? Would you like tea? And he produces 3 more teacups out of nowhere.
And when James left our side, right, where he was right next to Alicia,
Uh-huh.
I would go right next to Alicia and I keep holding her hand as if to comfort her. And then as we were invited, I was like, should we go? I have a lovely idea for tea. And then I start bringing her with me before she responds.
Yeah, Alicia has no choice but to come with you. What about you, Garou? What you gonna do?
Oh, what would Garou do? Let me just. Garou's gonna like walk forward and be like, "What is this? Tea."
It's really good tea. You should try it. Are you in your wolf form or are you in your human?
I've been in my wolf form for like 90% of this game.
Okay. So, Top Hat Man looks at you and he says, "Well, Mr. Wolf, seems like a teacup won't do for you. So let's get you this." And from behind him, he produces an actual dog bowl.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that's when Garou gets actually kind of and he confronts the Hatter. He faces his enraged eyes towards him, one palm between both faces, and goes, "Alice, where?"
He laughs in your face. You're a good puppy, aren't you? Or, well, you're not a good puppy right now, aren't you? Would you like to be? Think you need disciplining.
Oh god.
Why did you have to do that to the Hatter? Seriously. As he says, you need disciplining. The 2 automatons next to him, the rabbit and the lizard, stand up, and they actually grab your hands because you're holding the Hatter, right?
No, I'm just in front of him.
Okay. They grab you by the shoulders and push you back. You being very rude, Mr. Wolf. I'm just trying to have good tea here. And some company. I mean, I could probably tell you about Alice if you're gonna be nice to me.
Well,
we can
And
be
instead
nice
of
to
like
you.
sitting docile next to him before, the 2 automatons are just now standing up, trying to.
Okay. Storyteller, I would like to spend 1 soma to take a humanoid form.
Mhm.
And this time I'm gonna look old. Especially old. Like all white
Fragile.
hair, old like. And before anything I'm gonna go like, "Oh young man, I would love some of that tea. In my times, we had it of all flavors and all colors. I want to live those memories again."
The Hatter looks at you with wide eyes and he says, "Whew! That is a neat trick, Wolfman. I think you've learned your lesson, haven't you? Okay, well, I'm gonna get you a teacup now." He replaces the dog bowl with a teacup. And yeah, dude, this can be tea, especially for you, Mr. Wolfman. And he pours you. This time, the cup actually gets full
Oh good.
of a
Okay.
multicolored liquid. as exactly as you described.
Wow.
Wonderful. I'm gonna smell the fuck out of that to see if there's some actually venom on that.
No, it's just tea.
Perfect. I will have a small, like the most graceful sip I can manage with my old timey-wimey Time Lord transformation.
Oh, Mr. Wolfman, how does it taste? Garou,
Yeah?
it tastes awful. It's like a
Oh,
combination of different tea leaves with some form of like food colorings added to it. It kind of tastes like what you would do when you soak a sock in boiling water.
So, Garou goes, it tastes like nostalgia, like memories. It brings me back to older times. Things were more difficult then.
That's good, that's good. You're able to taste your nostalgia then. That's good, that's good. So, you were asking about Alice? What do you need Alice for? You have me.
Well, you see, have I ever told you of the one thing I've never had in my time that I've been alive, young man?
Really, but I think we have time. And then he holds up another watch from his well, it's now a tattered looking coat.
He goes, when I was younger, I had friends that I lost, and I never found them again. Alice,
Oh.
I feel like she needs to be found. She needs to find her friends again, you know.
Oh, that's too bad. I feel bad for you. You lost your friends? Huh. It's a good thing I have my friends here. You know, I
It's
used to be
all
friends with
bad.
Alice. And he
Oh.
starts going on a tangent about Alice. And he starts talking about Wonder. He starts talking about how he and Alice had big plans for Wonder. And how he built Wonder. He was actually the one to build. You find out, Rambler, that he's the one who built Wonder. And there's a formula. He starts talking about the formula to get through the mirror on the entrance hall where the director is, where his Alice is.
Of course, the mirror. Exactly what I didn't want to look at.
He's still going on in his tangent. He starts to talk about her and the good. When they were building Wonder, they had big plans to help people with their insanity, and the director isn't really a bad person, and he's not actually sure if her name is Alice. He actually, his tangent is going from from slightly insane to maniacally. But he does. But the one thing that sticks to you is that his name is Hatta Carter. He's a scientist. He built Wonder for the director, and that he was imprisoned here.
One soma to keep his scent.
Okay, yeah, sure. You keep the scent of stale tea and the coppery smell of clockworks. So you can forever find Hatta Carter. While Hatta is rambling on, James, you notice that the tablecloth Hata is using seems like blueprint. Maybe it's the blueprint of Wonder.
Moving things around so I can see more of it.
A hand slams down in front of you. Hey! Stop messing with the tea setup.
Sorry. I was just admiring your tablecloth.
It's a beautiful tablecloth, isn't it?
It
Works
is.
well
I
with the tea setup.
believe so. I'd like to see more of it. Do you mind?
No. You're gonna mess it up. No. Stays there.
Sorry. I'm just to look around everything then.
Yeah, you can see it is actually a blueprint of Wonder. And from what you can see from beyond the teacups and the teapot, there seems to be the formula that Hata keeps talking about seems to also be put into this blueprint.
Okay.
Although you can't really make out the formula, and Hata's insanity is starting to jumble the instructions of how to get through the mirror.
You say you're in prison down here?
I wouldn't. Well, I mean, it's not really a prison if I get tea time, right? Although maybe I think I miss the director coming here sometime. Well, but he never comes here anymore, especially after I've. And then he starts going on a tangent again about how he was taken here by the director after he found her, and that she's not really such a bad person, except that she just really wants to um he's just really curious about how to cure the insanity, how to cure people of their insanity and stuff. Though she seems to have, maybe she thinks that Hata was gonna do something bad to her precious institute. Maybe that's why she kept him there. And then he starts talking about beyond the madness, and then beyond this basement, and then beyond the mirror. And if you look down again, James, you actually see those inscriptions. Although it's disjointed at this point because some of the teacups are in the way. But you see the words beyond, madness, basement, and then the mirror.
Still trying to move cups around. So very slowly.
Okay, so your slow movement is not triggering anything.
Okay.
And you slowly clear a part of the blueprint with apparent it says to access to open the mirror, say beyond the madness, beyond the basement, beyond the mirror, and your passage will be cleared.
Shall we go? While he's rambling, just very low to you guys.
Sure.
Nodding slightly.
But I have a little question for Mr. Hatter first. Mr. Hatter, do you have any
Yes.
other friends?
My two friends here. And you're gonna stay here with me, right?
I don't know if I can stay here. But
Why not?
Because we already had tea, and we kind of need to work the tea off our bodies and then come back for more tea, right?
It's a large room, we can walk around.
If we went back upstairs, we could come back in.
Why would we go upstairs?
Oh, we could go upstairs. You stay here, prepare the next round of tea. We'll go upstairs, come back in. It'll be like a party.
No, you can stay here. I have more tea.
And I want to know, using my listen to my words, if he misses Alice or Lisa.
He misses company. He misses company and conversation. Because he hasn't had any anyone to talk to that responds to him.
So,
And that's what you can get from it.
and I'm going to try to manipulate him now. Mr. Hatter, how about we go fetch Alice and we all come here so you can have the biggest tea party you've ever had. It's gonna be 5 of us. Can you imagine? Plus your friends, plus you. That's almost both of my hands. She's being deceptively childish.
He starts to look a little excited. He says, I don't remember who this Alice is, but that sounds fun. But how do I know you're not gonna go back? You're not gonna leave me here? You can't leave me here. You have to stay. It's tea time. He pulls up his clock again.
How about I leave this very beautiful golden key that I have in my hands, and then I'm holding an elderberry branch that I want to look like a golden key, and I'm actually using my... Can I use Elusive Madness for that?
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make the key, the branch look like a key, so like almost a transformation.
Okay, I need you to do the position check. Let me just say. That shouldn't be too hard. You're gonna spend your 1 soma to activate your... So your elderberry, you want to declare that your
And then for it to actually
We're
become a
losing
key...
you.
Sorry, what?
We're losing you, Phoenix. The microphone is not picking you up.
I'm near my microphone. What was that?
I know, but sometimes it's not picking you up. We couldn't hear half of that.
Okay, so I was saying is that you're gonna spend 1 soma to try and activate the mad magic of wonder, and you need to do a position check for this. So it's because it's a transformation, right? Is that the only
Right.
thing you want the key to do? Just only thing you want the branch to do, just transform into a key?
Yes. And
Okay.
I'm gonna say, this is a key to have friends and to always have people around you. If I leave this key with you, I'm gonna have to come back for it.
But how do I use this key? Also, before you answer that, let's do the position check. There's no relevant descriptors for you for this, but it's only 3.
Well, I am using something that I learned from him, and I am supposedly manipulating him.
You're manipulating him. That works, yeah. You can have 3 successes, so you need 2 more to get standard.
Is that giving me 1 additional success in an action where I exploit what I've discovered?
Sorry, what?
I get 1 additional success in any action where I exploit what I've discovered, which is his loneliness.
Okay, then you need only 1 more to get standard, unless you want to take the cost.
No, I'll roll.
Okay.
Actually, can I use 1 more
Okay.
soma for it? And then not roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
The standard roll. It turns into a key, and it's a believable key. And Hada looks at you and says, "Well, how do I use that key?"
And that's the secret. You don't need to use it because that key is so important to me. I'll have to come back for it. So I'll keep coming back to make sure that my key is safe. And that's how it works. It always brings friends. You got a new friend in Baba Yaga.
I'll think about it, but I will get that key. And he grabs for the key. And then he looks at his two friends and is like, "Isn't it nice to have someone to talk to right now? Like, we have a little girl here, we have another little girl, and we have this guy and this wolf man. It's so nice." And he starts talking. He starts conversing to his two automatons.
Go.
Do we go now?
As well.
Let's leave. And so, we leave. I think we leave. We leave.
So
We are standing to leave.
Yeah.
Excuse
okay,
me?
as you make your way to the door or to the stairwell, believing that Hada Carter is sufficiently distracted. As you make your way to the stairs, Garou, you
Mhm.
hear tick 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 tick, shh. And the rabbit automaton has leapt in front of you. "You can't leave me here." And Hata, formerly amiable and just slightly mad, is looking properly insane now, and maybe a little desperate. And he starts saying, "You can't leave, you can't leave, it's time to leave, it's time for tea." I need... Who's taking point? Who's in front of the rabbit?
We're going
I
in the
not-
same order.
Yeah. So it should be me.
Same order.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's see. The rabbit is blocking your way, Garou,
Hmm.
and then you behind you hear a tick 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 tick. The lizard is behind you now, Baba Yaga. First to act is the rabbit. The rabbit leaps up into the air, heading straight towards you. Garou, feet down.
Mhm.
I need you to do a defense check to see if you can avoid this.
Okay.
Difficulty level is 5, and you're currently on your human.
Yeah.
So you only have one base success.
So that's 4 dice if I want the
4
base.
dice for outcome with a cost. Standard outcome is 5.
Okay.
Can be a combination of dice and soma.
I cannot spend Soma right now. And so I fuck up once more.
And so you fail. Oh shit.
Yeah.
How does this happen to you twice?
I am the tank, I guess.
So you get hit straight to the chest by the powerful legs of this rabbit, and you actually feel the crack of one of your ribs,
Mm.
and you take 1 wound and a broken rib, and you are knocked on the ground right now underneath the rabbit. Next to act is the lizard. Behind you, Baba Yaga, you hear the tick, 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 tick of the automaton walking towards you. And it will shuffle between you and James. And Baba Yaga, I need you to do a defense roll with level 5 difficulty.
Okay.
So, is there anything you would like to employ with your descriptors that may help you with this?
Yes. I want to turn to the header because I understand that he might be controlling these automatons. And I'm going to say, I think that you wouldn't want to hurt a little girl, right? And I'm using my childlike appearance is often useful, but sometimes it leads to others to underestimate me, and I hate that. Hopefully that works. And I will say, and that is why you don't have a lot of friends, Mr. Hatter. You just broke your promise to me, and now I will need to punish you.
Okay, hold that. You can do that for a next action. But for now, we'll start with you guilt-tripping Hata. And you see him hesitate a little. And it makes the lizard hesitate as well. Though it still attacks you, but you now have three base successes against your for this defense check, and you need 3 more to get a standard, or 2 if with a cost.
Okay. I can't use anything I just did, right? Towards that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll the dice.
Okay.
Please be all 6s. 2, 3, 4.
Alright, so you have a standard success. You're able to dodge the swipe of the hesitating lizard. And now, James, you need to dodge the flailing tail of the lizard.
Okay.
Opposition level again is 5. Do you have any descriptors that you think you can use to dodge this?
The only thing I can think of is I have learned to face monsters and aberrations without feeling intimidated. Beast is on my trail. It's tasted my flesh and can no longer live without it. And I really don't like all the ticking noises that these things are using. And this is a giant lizard, and I'm not having any of this.
Okay, so you, James, have the sheer panic of hearing that tick, tick that starts to sound like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You're facing a lizard. You start to panic, but you feel the need to move. So now you have a base success of 3 against the 5.
Okay.
You'd like to roll to see if your panic would let you dodge or if it would be a detriment.
I can spend 2 soma.
You can spend 2 soma, and if you do that, it will be 5 successes, and you need 1 more to get standard. If you can stick to 5, and it'll have a cost.
So I get 3. I can spend 2, and I roll 1.
Okay. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Ooh. The memory of the beast that's makes you freeze. Not in the exact moment that you're thinking move, but your body is seized up. And the tail comes at you, and instead of seeing the tail of the... You see a scaled, gigantic tail of a crocodile coming towards you. And it smacks you, and you receive 1 wound. In your panic, you thought that you were facing the beast that has been hunting you instead of the automaton created by Hatakar. So, this time it's the hunter's actions. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Alright,
So
Garou?
my main reaction, my main thing is to go back to my Dark Ego.
Mhm.
And I am going to do the one thing.
Mhm.
I'm going to rage for 3 extra successes because I'm going to rip Hata's head off.
Oh, you're gonna kill. You're still on. You're still
What?
with a
I
rabbit
cannot
on
hear
top
you.
of you.
Oh, I
You're
still have
still
the rabbit
thrown on the
top of me.
ground with a rabbit on.
Okay. The rabbit is made of metal, right?
Yeah, it's a clockwork rabbit. It's an automaton.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
I'm gonna rage up and throw it on top of Hada's, if I'm allowed to do that.
Oh,
I'm
you
having
can
none
try.
of this.
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna fucking
Go
do
ahead.
this.
Go ahead and do a position check of difficulty level 6 because you are prone.
Okay. So,
With your,
Three.
what's your descriptor for?
as the other time, strong.
Okay.
This time I'm being strong.
So you get 3, and then plus 3 because of your rage. So you get 6 right now. You can leave it at that, so that has a cost, or you can add 1 more
I'm spending my 2 last soma.
for an increment.
Yes.
What increment do you want?
Pretty much, if I'm able to wound Hada, I'm gonna wound Hada.
You're the throw and landing the rabbit on, but you can make the throw a little more powerful and basically give him an extra wound.
So be it. 2 wounds for Hada.
Okay, so you throw the heavy rabbit automaton at Hatta Carter, much to his surprise, and he doesn't have time to dodge, and it lands painfully, and you can hear the crunch of several bones breaking. And you hear Hatta actually scream in pain. Ah! How rude!
Games are over, Piglet.
I'm not a pig! You're being incredibly rude!
You'll be when I say you are.
He actually looks a little confused at that, although he's still in pain. Like, what? How is that? Ow! Okay, that's the first hunter move. 1 more hunter move. Who wants to go next?
Would you like to go, James?
I'm still really not having any of this. Like, I'm still not okay with any of this. This is the crocodile, and I'm going to attempt to murder it.
Okay, go ahead and attempt to murder the lizard automaton.
Yes.
The opposition level is 5, and since you are you gonna use one of your descriptor?
I'm still going with the same one.
All right. So go ahead and have your 3 base successes, and you can choose to roll or use Soma to automatically succeed for what outcome you want. Do you want a standard outcome, outcome with an increment, or
Just
with a cost?
standard because I want it off of me.
Okay. So how describe to me your strike, and then are you going to be rolling?
I am not going to roll. How much Soma would that be? 2? 3?
That's 3 Soma for
Okay.
standard outcome.
That's where I'm going to be right now. And I'm basically just trying to sever its tail. That's what hit me. That's what it's going to lose.
Okay. So with that outcome, you do sever the automatail.
Automatail.
It's almost just hanging by a thread now. And this
Gentlemanly
time,
cussing.
huh?
Gentlemanly cussing.
This time it's Hata's turn. He crawls from under his rabbit, and he goes, "Stupid people and stupid, you gotta stay here with me. I just wanted to have tea." And then he takes out one of his clocks, and he starts fiddling with the faces. And Hata becomes a blur. Suddenly, in front of you, James and Baba Yaga, the lizard also starts to blur. And the lizard whirls around. It's still a blur, but it immediately, like in a blink of an eye, it whirs around towards you. It faces you, James, and it swipes at you with its claws. I need you to do a defense check again with 5 difficulty. You still have your 3 base successes, but you need 3 more to get standard, or 2 more to get with the cost. All right.
Yay.
Standard success. You're able to parry the lizard, and then it disappears from your sight.
Oh, I don't like that.
And it is now in front of you, Garou, and it swipes its barely there tail at you.
Come on, me, bro.
And I need you to do a defense roll of 5.
No, 5. I have 3 already.
You have 3 base successes. You have 3 base successes, so you need to roll 3 or 2. Your choice.
Still a failure.
Oh no. Oh, no.
That's me wound.
The tail smacks you on the face. You gain another wound. How many wounds have you got now, Garou?
2.
2. Okay. Garou is looking very rough, guys. It's very painful, Garou. You just got hit by a metal tail to the face.
Yeah.
Probably felt like something definitely broke, but you're not sure what.
Kill God Hatter.
Hatter has disappeared as well.
Okay.
And all of you look around. Suddenly, it's not Hatter that's moving. Well, it could be. It's a blur. It's moving around. And it's moved to a far end of the room that you can even barely see Hata. You just know that that's where the streak of the blur went. And all around you, Hata's voice echoes. You're not leaving here! You're not leaving! And the rabbit automaton has also stood up. And Baba, I'm gonna give you one action does
All right.
before the rabbit goes.
So I can actually use what I had planned, right? I'm going to evoke my dark eagle, the evil witch, right? Because I was so nice up until now. When I do that, I gain one additional success in any check that I do, either through magic or putting that in the narrative. And I can unleash my evil aura to gain one or more of the following benefits. And I want to gain an additional success when I use my magic to punish someone for breaking a promise or agreement you made earlier.
Okay.
So that's 2 additional successes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
So you get for anything you do right now, you have four base successes, as long as it's with magic.
right. So that's with the 2 additional, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I can also summon daylight or darkness around me.
Oh, sorry. That's you get instead of 4, you have 5. Sorry.
Okay, cool. And I can summon daylight or darkness around me. And I want to summon darkness.
Okay.
And
To everyone else, suddenly, it's darkness.
So there's darkness around me.
Mm-hmm.
The little girl has a contorted expression in her face. And
Okay.
she's like,
Interesting.
you do not deserve friends. The rabbit already attacked you. Now the lizard will find you and bite you. And I want to take control of the wizard. Not wizard, lizard. Yeah.
Are you gonna take your time to cast the spell, or?
I can take my time.
Okay. You will need to spend 1 soma to do this, and you will take control of it on the next act.
All right.
Okay. Baba, when you say that, you hear an anguished cry from the darkness, and you hear Hata say, "No! They're my friends! They're not yours!" And the rabbit with its glowing automaton eyes will leap up and try to leap on top of you, Baba Yaga. I need you to do a defense check of 5.
Do a defense check.
Yeah, you don't have any physical capabilities right now, and you're in the midst of using your magic. If you move, you break your spell.
So I can
So
defend.
I can only
still,
give
right?
you. I can only give you like one base success.
Okay.
So, though I will allow one of your teammates to try and interfere if you ask for help.
I'll be like, please help me. I'm concentrating. I need to get that mad hatter.
I'm going for it.
Okay. It gives you plus 3 successes now, Baba, but you're still the one who needs to roll this. Are you gonna roll or are you gonna use
I
Soma?
failed.
Remember, Arnie, you have a reroll thanks to
You have a
Celine?
reroll, Arnie.
Oh my goodness, yes, thank you. I have two rerolls actually. Okay. Oh my god. Can I use
You
the
have
other one?
another one. I don't know if
You have
Phoenix
one
can allow
more?
that, but
Okay. But usually when this happens, it's meant to happen, but okay. Ah, it passed. Oh,
Okay. So just as you ask for help,
thank you for the
Garou.
rerolls, chat.
Garou leaps up and intercepts the rabbit, and they go tumbling away from you. And you have inflicted one wound to the rabbit. Although it's very painful because you have a broken rib and probably some fractures on your face. So that
That's
tumble
okay.
is painful.
the spell is made, right?
Not yet.
Very soon.
Okay.
There's still
Very soon.
the action again. Because we're circling back. It's now again the action of the lizard. And the lizard, without anyone there, he turns to the nearest person he can hurt. And that's the otherwise silent Alicia. Alicia is more than a little disturbed about this. So he's been stunned into quiet and some fear. And the lizard is gonna attack her, and she needs to make a defense roll for herself, which means I need to make a defense roll.
And we can't help with that.
You can try, James. You can try to interfere and parry the attack,
Okay.
because you're the nearest person.
I still hate this thing.
Okay, so you're gonna try and interfere and attack or parry the blow, and that gives us 3 successes. So she's gonna roll 3 dice. Your parry misses, James, and the lizard is able to swipe at Alice and actually scratches at the arm that was bandaged and takes off the bandage. And that earns Alicia another wound. How many wounds can I?
She healed though,
I'm
right?
curious.
During the interlude?
Oh yeah, she healed. So yeah, it's 1 wound again. Back to 1. Thank you for reminding me that.
Sure.
Back to 1 wound. Okay, so her wound on her arm has been reached by the lizard, and the lizard once again tries to swing its tail. It's barely hanging on tail against you, James, and I need you to do position level 5 defense check with your 3 base successes still.
Right. I'm gonna rip this tail off.
Okay, you're gonna try and rip the tail off. How are you gonna do that? Describe to me what you're doing.
If it's swinging its tail at me, can I just grab it as it swings and continue on with its momentum?
Okay, let's see if you succeed. Are you gonna roll it, or are
Sorry,
you gonna use a combination of both?
Cut out. Repeat.
Sorry, are you gonna use Soma, or are you a combination of?
Well, I only have 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna use
If anyone
Soma.
wants to give our hunters rerolls, now would be the time.
I'm gonna use the 2 I have left.
Uh-huh.
Or would I just need to roll 1?
You have 3 base successes right now. You need 2 more to succeed. 2 more
Okay.
successes to succeed with a cost. Or 3 more.
Succeed with the cost.
Okay.
does that do?
To succeed with the cost is there's a little bit of a downside to your success.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just do that.
Okay, so you're gonna use Soma or roll?
Soma.
Alright, so you use 2 Soma, you succeed with a cost. As you successfully grab the tail of the lizard, and you use its momentum to spin it and basically throw it away from you, and at the same time the tail comes off. But the momentum itself and how heavy this lizard is knocks you off of your feet and you fall to the ground.
Okay.
So you're just prone on the ground right now. All right. We can have one action from Garou before Baba Yaga finishes her spell. Garou.
Trying to think. Mad Hatter right now is a blower,
You found
right?
yourself a few, huh? No, Mad Hatter is now stationary again.
Okay.
He's in a dark corner a few feet, probably some feet away from you, but you can't see him at the moment because of the darkness that Baba Yaga has invoked.
Okay, I'm gonna try to
It did say
stand
smell him.
vigilant. Mm-hmm.
It did say smell him forever after. You're the only one who can pinpoint where he is right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to aid Baba Yaga in the spell,
Mm-hmm.
and just with my bloody nose, with my broken snout, I'm going to do my best to smell this enemy and pinpoint it to Baba Yaga, so Baba Yaga might have a better chance to destroy Mad Hatter.
Baba, you see Garou pointing towards a far corner shrouded in darkness. Probably the location of where Hatta is hiding.
Alright. So I'm finishing my spell. Power of the ancient. Come upon me. And may the servant have your power to bring punishment upon those who deserve it and who break their promises. May friend turn into foe and lizard attack your master.
Okay. As you finish your spell, Baba Yaga, the lizard that James has thrown away from there starts to glow and seems to take on an aura of a red aura, and its eyes start to glow red. And instead of going back to going after James, Alicia starts walking towards the dark corner where Hatta. And from there, not a lot of people can see it except you, Baba Yaga. So you see darkness that you've manifested. You see the lizard walking towards what you now see is the form of a very injured Hatta. And you watch as it descends upon its creator. And with one swipe to the neck, it opens up the Hatta Carter's neck, and you can hear the gurgling of Hatta as he slowly succumbs to his injuries, drowning in his blood.
Want to
And
scream?
Hatta,
Can I scream something?
yeah.
Die! Die alone! You deserve it. You deserve the
Yeah.
loneliness in this life and in the next one.
Brutal. Yeah. As you watch, as you say these words, Hata slowly succumbs to his injuries, and as soon as Hata Carter dies, the two automatons cower down. Nothing more than just motionless figures that imitate some sort of life, now lifeless and unmoving. And you can leave.
Now I feel like having some tea. What about you?
I feel like having that tablecloth.
Should we rest? Or
You can
ask
have
for
one
an
more interlude
interlude?
if you want. You can have one more interlude if you want.
Okay, yeah, one more interlude, please.
Yes.
I would appreciate that. Me and my broken rib and my broken snout would appreciate that a lot.
My nostoma.
Yeah. So I think we all of you were able to get some XP.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what descriptors you were able to use.
Okay. If anything, I made my senses around failing, but only the positive part. A true predator and my confidence is boundless. I made it complete, and I am fiercer, and my pro wolf spirit is everything to me. I made it complete. So at least 2 experience I got.
Okay.
The third one I don't know.
Okay, so you got 2. That's 2. That's 2 XP for you, and you can heal 1 wound for free.
Okay. So I will heal the free wound, the other wound. No, actually, I'm gonna heal the free wound, leave myself with the broken rib, and pick 4 soma back.
Okay, go ahead.
And that's me.
All right, James, what are you gonna? What descriptors do you have?
Well, I used the same one over and over and over this time,
So that's 1. That's 1 XP.
and that was all I used.
Okay, you got 1 XP. You can get 2 soma for free, or heal a wound if you have one.
Getting those soma back.
Okay, so you're also using your XP to get soma back? Hello?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Alright, so how many soma do you got back? That's 4, I believe. Since you have 1 XP.
Yes.
Alright. Cool. Baba Yaga, how many scripters were you able to take off?
I'm hoping I was able to use 3 because
Okay.
I used magic and I took the right amount of time to cast it.
Okay, you got that.
I used being skewed at people and then manipulating them.
Okay, you got that part.
And I used being a respectful sorcerer and being underestimated.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you all 3. What are you gonna do with your 3 XP?
And since I don't believe I got any wounds, right? I will get soma back.
Alright, so you're back to your full 5 soma.
Oh yeah, but then that's I get 2 soma, right? From the interlude.
Yeah.
Then I had 1 soma already. So instead I'm gonna use that to enhance my magic again. And I forgot to use the enhanced magic, but okay.
You should remind me of that too. Yeah.
No, yeah, I forgot.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and enhanced magic.
All right.
Okay.
So we are at. So after patching yourselves up, helping Garou heal his broken snout, all 4 of you are headed up to the mirror room. So you get out from the basement, and you find yourself in front of a large mirror on the north wall. As instructed by the blueprint that James has, You say the formula beyond the madness, beyond the basement, beyond the mirror, and you see a small door start to appear. As you cross through it, you find yourself in a bare and aseptic environment with walls, furniture, and doors, all of them in white. The doors themselves do not have handles, and only with a careful inspection is it possible to distinguish them from the surrounding wall. Finally, you arrive in a huge room, furnished solely with an endless series of beds on which placid patients are sleeping. The distant tick-tock, tick-tock of a clock breaks an otherwise unnatural silence. Then a door opens, and a distinguished-looking woman with a cold gaze appears in front of you. Welcome to Wonder. I am the director.
And can I just say, thank you so much, Levitt the Z, for bringing your people over. All the 10 people that came with you, 14, 10, 14,
Whoa,
whatever it
thank
was.
you!
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We missed you. Master X, very nice seeing you. Levi, thank you. I'm going to say something in Portuguese real quick. Obrigado, 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 gente, por virem aí. E sentem-se, comam bolinhos. E assistam esse conto de fada quebrado. Alright? So it's the same thing I said before, but in Portuguese this time. But yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. You're now in front of the director. And she gives you like a half smile. And she says, "Would you like some tea? You seem exhausted."
No one else in this room? No one else here?
Oh, you're in the room with the endless amount of beds where the placid patients are. A lot of the patients are here. You could surmise that probably Alicia is one of these patients.
No, thank you. I've quite had enough tea for today, actually.
Unfortunately, I don't have any other beverage, so. No. What brings you to my institution?
Having a look around. Just interested in your establishment and your work.
Where did you say you were from again? She starts walking towards you. And Garou, since you have superior senses, you have a sense that something is prowling from between the beds, gazing at you. Feline something.
Okay.
Go ahead.
At this point, I think James has had enough because this whole room is ticking too. And he's over it.
I want to make an action, which is I'm going to let James do the talking, Garou do whatever Garou does, and then I want to see if I can cast the spells subtly behind, like hiding behind James and Alicia if needed, to locate. It's a locating spell.
Okay, what are you gonna use to anchor this location spell?
I am going to take off my coat. It's very hot here. And then I'm going to wave my hands on top of the coat and say, "Dear friend that follows me around, it's time now that you find what we came here searching for. I ask that you show us the way, so that we may finally leave this miserable place." And then I want my cloak to locate it by floating and then going to find it.
Okay. As if commanded by an invisible gust of wind, your cloak starts to float off the ground. And it whooshes up to the ceiling of this room. And as if being commanded by wind, it starts to flutter around. Slowly, it lands on top of a patient in one of the beds. A young woman that's currently staring blankly above her, almost as if in a trance. And you have found Alicia.
But I'm hiding there. I'm hiding behind everyone.
Yeah, that's happening, but the director has clearly seen what is going on, and she's responding. What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing here exactly?
Come for the girl.
And why should I let you take her? She's well.
We're not going to
Are
take no
you
for an answer.
sure you want to oppose any resistance right now? Sorry, James.
Sorry, can you repeat that again? You two, like, almost were talking at the same time. At some point, I didn't understand what. So what were you saying again, James?
We weren't going to take no for an answer.
Hey, let's see. Not gonna take no for an answer, and then Garou starts threatening again. Typical Garou. Okay. When you start making your threats, Garou, the director turns her attention towards you, and your eyes meet. And I need you to make a defense check. Difficulty of 5.
Okay.
None of your physical abilities will help you.
How much soma did I have left?
How much soma did you replenish?
2 experience into soma.
So I think you're full.
Okay.
So you have 1 basic success.
And 4 soma. So I'm gonna take
5 or 6, and you need to get 5 more successes for standard.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm gonna spend my 4 soma, my extra success, and roll 1 die.
Okay.
For a decent resistance. I don't wanna take any risks. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I hate D6s.
Chat, please, a dice reroll.
A reroll right now.
I would appreciate the reroll, chat.
I I I have I don't know what to say. It's one dice. That's just one of 6 chances to get a 1.
It's literally like what? 15%, sort of like.
It's 10%. Oh, wait, maybe 15. Something like that.
So,
Oh, Garou,
yeah.
you feel your consciousness slipping. And you're stuck in your mind, Garou.
Oh,
And
nice.
you're not in control of your body anymore.
Hmm.
Garou,
Yeah.
you're compelled by bloodlust. You feel so hungry right now. And the human is next to you, especially that handsome one, looks extra tasty right now.
Nice. This is a good moment to remind you I still have only 2 wounds left, so I'm an easy target. Thank you very much.
Garou,
Yeah.
you hear in your head, let's see what your companion tastes like, man. And you're gonna try and take a bite out of Jane.
This feels familiar.
Wait.
Oh.
We have a donation coming. Wait.
Oh my
Thank you,
God.
Maggie. Thank you so much, Maggie, for intervening in our favor. Maggie intervention.
Okay, what's the Maggie intervention here?
And Maggie, please remember you can type the title of a fairy tale, and then
If you want me to reference.
yes.
Do we have any fairy tale references yet? Not yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
All the rerolls that we had were with channel points, yes.
Oh my God.
Okay. Ooh, they were croquette ones, right? Croquette
Yes.
rerolls. Okay.
Thank you, Maggie.
Ooh. I'm assuming that's a reroll, so let's rewind.
90. Okay. It's funny, it's 69.
I know.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Do
please
you want to
write
declare a fairy tale, Maggie?
Oh man.
Noise.
Okay.
Okay. So who are you giving this? This is a reroll. Is this a reroll?
Seems to be a reroll, isn't it?
it's a reroll. And
Let's
it's the noise.
see the
rewind.
fairy tale. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna be saved by Pinocchio. Oh my fucking God, this is interesting.
Before anything happens, as your mind is starting to lose, as you're starting to lose your mind, you feel a tug on your leg, and you look down, and you see a little boy with wooden features looking at you and say, "Hi, mister. You can do this." And then he disappears. And you feel like you have one more fight left in you, and you have a reroll.
Okay. Okay.
The chat is delayed.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Maggie saved me again. This is.
And with that one last push, you manage to push back on whatever is trying to invade your mind. And you're back to your old self, Garou. And you hear the
Mhm.
well, That didn't go plan. She loses her action for that turn.
Do you know what kids, what real kids do, miss? You should take note of them, because kids do not lie. I'm going to try to take a bite at this woman. I'm not to be fucked with tonight.
Ooh, thank you, Maggie. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Opposition level is opposition level is 5.
Okay, so opposition level 5. I'm still in well form with strong.
Yeah, you have 3. You have 3 basic successes.
Okay. I'm gonna roll 3 dice because I want to go through. No, I'm actually gonna roll 4. I'm gonna risk it all.
Okay. Risk it. Risk it. Ooh, okay.
Nice.
So you deliver. So
Full
you
moon
leap
at
up.
there, my fellas.
All right. Describe to me how you're gonna deliver.
How am I gonna deliver the blow?
Mm-hmm.
So, returning to my own mind, I'm gonna let my conscious be destroyed by my subconscious for a moment. I'm gonna return to my most primal instincts,
Mhm.
and pretty much I'm gonna try to bite this woman first in the shoulder, lift her up, lift her in the air, grab a leg through thigh, and stamp her against the ground.
Yeah, you definitely break something.
Yeah.
And she is wheezing on the ground right now. As you do that, actually, wait, I'm looking real quick. Give me like 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Because I think I lost something. Oh no. There we go. As after you attack the director, there is a whoosh of air behind you. As something with 4 legs lands on your back. And with a mighty yowl, it will bite at you.
I'm at 2 wounds
And
left.
I need... Huh?
I'm at 2 wounds left.
Yeah, you get
Remember.
2 wounds left.
Mm-hmm.
Because you still have the 1, right?
Yeah.
You're
I
gonna
still
be
have
fine.
a broken rave. 1 broken rave.
You're gonna be fine. You're still strong. You're gonna
Okay.
need to do a defense check with 5 difficulty. You have 3 basic successes.
So that's is the last fight. You know, like is the last fight. If I don't give it my all, what am I here for? What am I here for?
All
That's
right.
4 dice. Above this 3 is a 7.
Okay. So you intercept the bite of the cat from your shoulder, and you actually grab it by the snout, and you throw it far away, and you actually see it blink out of existence before it falls, and it's gone.
Okay.
But you don't suffer any wounds. Below you, the wheezing director said, I think we can talk about it. You're here for a patient, right?
Yes. I think we found
not-
her.
Go ahead and take her. She's not worth it.
I think we should take everyone.
May I act right now?
Yes, you can.
I want to use listen to my words. And I want to know how much this woman enjoys controlling people with her power.
Okay. Well, for her, she's not controlling them for her own pleasure. She's controlling them because she sincerely believes that the way that when she enters an insane person's mind, she's healing them.
Okay.
She uses this power to heal her patient. What she believes is healing.
And I want to use that information to manipulate her.
Mm-hmm.
You may
How are
think
you gonna do that?
I'm gonna say something. You may think that you're helping these people with your power, that you're curing their madness. The only problem is that you fail to see your own madness and how this whole thing and this whole wonder is a madness of its own. These people could have had lives out there, and you're stealing those lives away from them, all because of your insanity and this power that has been wrongly given to you. And I want to...
He starts laughing madly at you in response. Go ahead.
See, their laughter is already an example of your madness. And I don't think I'm using an action, right? It's just...
You're just showing her true nature. What?
I don't know, and then I'm gonna... And I need you to stop this madness at once. Otherwise, it will be worse for you. Can I convince her? Is that an action? Like try to?
You try and manipulate her, but that's gonna be a battle of wills, basically. And that, it's an opposite. It's a position check between the two of you.
Okay.
A battle of wills.
And
so the opposition, huh?
I gain one additional success because I'm using the information I discovered.
Yeah, so you get 4 basic successes instead of 3. Versus a 5 difficulty level.
I'm gonna use 3 soma.
Okay, and what's the increment that you want to have?
The increment, the initial action is to convince her. The second,
the increment is
to have her agree to James's request to release the patient. And not only Alicia, all of them. That's why I'm doing 2 increments, right? I can do 2.
You can do 1 increment. That was 5 and then 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can do 1 increment.
Oh, okay. So I'm only going to use 2 soma then, right? Because the difficulty was 5. So then I'm going to use 2. And that's to release Alicia and all the patients.
Okay. Blah, blah. Yeah. You succeed, and you see the director look defeated, and she says, "Fine. You can have them all, as long as I keep my institution." And slowly, she stands up from her prone position, and she backs away and out of the room. And you're free to start freeing the other patient. As soon as she leaves the room, most of these patients start you start hearing the groans as these patients seem to snap out of either sleep or their trance. And you see as Alicia starts moving, Alicia runs her and embrace the two women embrace. So this, my friends, is the end of our tale for Wonderbedlam, as our hunters free more than just their quarry. So hunters, this is the end of your tale. How would you like to end this?
So, Garou, after all this thing is done, once he's exited, he is going to. This is the post story, right? The what
Yeah,
we do
this
after.
is the after the mission is done.
So Garou is going to try to read on a couple and talk to a couple of people. Namely, probably I could name a couple names like Freud, for example, and some other psychiatrists that were very influenced
They
in the
were
past.
still alive during that era.
Fuck. Anyways, the idea is to learn on psychology, to go back to that place and seek and hunt the last prey he needs from there, which is the cat. Whether he kills it or not, it's left to everyone to wonder.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Baba? What do you do after you finish this little excursion into a madhouse? A literal madhouse.
I will obviously ask Alisa and Alicia for a little bit of their hair. And I'm gonna braid it. And it's gonna be the braid of lovers' hairs. And I'm gonna use that for something in the future. And and then I plan on writing my reports to the order, which I believe I have to do.
Yes, you do.
And put in a good word for Garou and James.
Alright. How about you, James? You're back in Rome.
James is going to go sit in wherever it is that he lives is sweet and shut the door and shut all the windows and make sure that there are no monsters in here. Then he's going to have several drinks. Go to bed. Wanting nothing to do with any more TikToking, fighting, or swinging tails or anything else today.
Alright. And that, my friends, is the end of Wonderbedlam.